Hey everyone, welcome to Yolanda Stamps. I am Yolanda and I am stamping. I wanted to do a really quick and easy card tutorial because I actually have a belated birthday card that I need to send out. And so I wanted to show you, I know for myself when I first got into rubber stamping and my very first Stampin' Up! Workshop, I was so overwhelmed and I just wanted to order everything, I wanted to do everything, I wanted to learn everything. But I had to start somewhere. So rubber stamping, simple, just on, cardstock, just a simple stamp, sentiment, cutting something out is probably your easiest way to go. So we're just going to do that. And I wanted to showcase not only the great Stampin' Up! Products, obviously, but the catalog. It's such a great source of inspiration. And it's filled with ideas and projects that are done, and it tells you what they've used and stuff. So we are going to be recreating in my own version this this card right here. It's on page 142. And if you're interested in getting a catalog, a few of you had commented on the video about how to get a catalog. You can private message me. There's quite a few comments on my very first video, and I didn't want to comment back yet because I am waiting to do the giveaway, and then I'm going to try to go back and see if there's any questions, but there's quite a few comments, so it's really hard for me to address each and every one. But let me say thank you to all of you that subscribed. I was floored. And but if you have a specific question, please private message me. That'll be the best and easiest way, and then I won't miss it. I won't miss the question. But if you wanted a catalog, I am your girl. I can take care of that. Okay, so I am using a piece of cardstock that came in the In Color, which are the new colors. Every year Stampin' Up! Comes out with 5 new colors, and I purchased the combo pack. 4 sheets of each, so you get a total of 20, and we're using Pool Party. And then we are using some Stampin' Up! Designer paper, and it's called Spice Cake, and it's in the mini catalog, which you can view online. It's the holiday mini, and you can order products that are in here through January 3rd, but we're using the designer series paper. It's called Spice Cake, and you get 12 sheets total, 2 of each double-sided, and they're 12 by 12 for $10.95. And these colors are just right up my alley. So I've already pre-cut everything, and we're using very vanilla cardstock, a piece of the pattern paper, and then I punched out some circles in early espresso, more mustard, and then these are 2 of the design papers I just punched out. Okay, so we're just going to, I've already scored my paper. It's cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm just going to score that in half. And then I'm just going to take my early espresso ink. And what I love about Stampin' Up! Ink pads is way back when, the very, very early days of rubber stamping, all the Stampin' Up! Ink pads were just like your traditional ink pad that the top lifted up and your ink pad was there. And when I was taught, when I learned, you had to store your pads upside down. That way you kept the ink at the top of the pad, so every time you use it, it was ready. Well, Stampin' Up! Quite a few years ago switched over to these awesome pads that flip over onto themselves. So when you close it, they're upside down. And then when you open it up, it's really awesome. So I'll get into some more later on in my other videos. I don't want to try to fit in all the little tips that I've learned over the years, obviously, but they're great, great ink pads. Okay, so I have my little dauber. I'm just going to put that on my finger, and I'm just going to go around the piece of the design paper that I've already cut. And I'm just going to ink around the edges with the early espresso just a little bit. I'll move that out of the way in case I get any of the sponge on it. Not too dark. I just, it's ink distressing is so popular, and it has been for quite a while. I don't need to say that, right? So it's really, really hard for me to leave an edge raw. I guess I could try. I can, but I like how it looks. So these sponge daubers are totally cool. I love them. They fit right on your finger. And we have them in the catalog also. Okay. I'll move that off to the side for a second. And then I'm just going to layer everything down. And this is the snail adhesive by Stampin' Up. And I wanted some of the pull party to show down here from the bottom, so I didn't cut this pattern paper to come down all the way to the end. And we'll go ahead and add the very vanilla layer. Okay, sorry if I was out of shot there. Okay, so we have our mats. And then what I did here is I just took a piece of early espresso and I edge punched it with the Stampin' Up scallop punch, and I trimmed it down really small. And let's see. Okay, we're just going to cut it off to fit across the bottom. And I trimmed it down really thin. And then I'm going to take my Tombow mono adhesive and just going to add that on here. Nice, it stuck to my finger. That'll be easy. I'm just going to put right across the bottom right here. Okay. And then I am going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment right now because I'm going to be putting a cute little pennant up here. So I am using a stamp out of the stamp set that is called On Your Birthday, and I haven't put them all together. I've just used a couple of them, and it's a set of 12, and it's great. It has tons of great birthday wishes. So this one says, I just wanted to give you a reason to celebrate a little longer. Happy belated birthday. And I'm going to go ahead and ink that up with my early espresso and just put that down here in the corner. Okay. And then what I've done is, like I said, I've already punched out my circles using the Stampin' Up 1 1/4 inch punch. Okay. And I'm going to fold them in half. I'll just do it like this. Just going to fold them right in half. And then I'm going to take, if you're an old school crafter, you probably have one of these, a crimper. And it'll make it easier to fold these little circles in half. So I'm just going to run these two through here. Okay, and they pop out looking like little potato chips. Shelly's in the back. She says that's cool. Now I'm going to flatten them out just a tiny bit because I don't want them way smaller than my other circles that I've just folded in half. So we're going to do that. And it's basically one to make it easier to fold the paper, but also to give it a little bit of dimension, to give it a little bit of texture. You could run it through an embossing folder or something like that to give it some texture. And then I've just cut just a plain old piece of twine. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. And I have my hot glue gun ready. And all I'm going to do is glue the twine down in between each of the circles. Okay. Just going to squeeze that in there. Hold it just for a second. And then do my next one. And I'm just going to have a little bit of space in between, not too much. Okay, make sure it's on there. And then go on to my next one. Whoops. Butterfingers over here. Okay. And then my last, the more mustard. And like I said, I wanted to keep it simple. You can definitely, after I show you what I'm going to do, you can definitely dress this up with punches, with, you could have stamped on the circles before you did this. Okay, so I'm just going to trim off the tails. Okay, and then these are going to go right on here. And I'm only going to glue the two at the very ends so that these two, you know, appear like they're floating in the air, like how a banner would. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the hot glue because I really want to make sure that it stays on there. And I'll angle it a little bit more. And then we'll do this one as well. Oops. Like that. Okay. And like I said, I'm not going to do these so that way you get the, you know, idea that they're like swinging in the air. Okay. And then I've already taken some of the jute twine and just made some little bows. And so I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of hot glue right there and hope that I don't get it everywhere. And put it right there on the end. Okay. And then the same on the other side. And that would be where it appears that we have it tied. And then I'll just trim my tails. Oh goodness, you probably hear the twins giggling it up. Okay. So, and then I'm just going to finish it off really quick with my corner rounder. Stampin' Up corner rounder. Okay. And, sorry about that. And round the edges. So you have a super simple, easy card. I just wanted to give you a reason to celebrate a little longer. Happy belated birthday. And then I'll write my sentiment in here. So see how easy it is just to pick some of the ideas that you see in the catalog. And we didn't use very, very much. And since, like I said, the banners and pennants are so popular right now, you can make one with a circle punch. Super cute. Add some stickers. You can add, you know, some, if you have like a little flower punch or something, it'd be super cute. So anyways, thanks for watching my very first Yolanda Stamps tutorial, and come back because I have plenty in store. Thanks for watching. Bye.